have before us an ordeal of the most grievous kind. I have nothing to offer but blood, toil, tears, and sweat. But it must be remembered that we are in the preliminary stage of one of the greatest battles in history.
I could say that you didn't need, but you wanted me.
And as many preparations have to be made here, so
maybe I was wrong, even once wasn't anything. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my life. Bring me back to life. Maybe I was wrong, even once wasn't anything. Yeah, I could say that you didn't need any part of me. Yeah, maybe it's not me, you should be the one on your knees. So if we had another chance, I would never let you steal my life.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the grand finale of tonight's main event for the $100 Distinct Esports tournament. Brought to you by us in the booth. We're hanging out with you. We're having a great time. I'm HailMonkeyMan alongside Ivory. And you know what, man? We've seen some great Rocket League. Throughout the later portion of this interim, it has been a little bit more dominated on one side or the other, but we're getting back to two titans that already duked it out in an upper semifinal matchup, and it's just a matter of time before one of these teams will break.
Yeah, we will have a rematch here. Gone Fishin did take down Belly Bean Boys in the winner's semifinals 3-2. And if you are just getting here or wondering how the overall bracket does work, it's not a bracket reset, just a one-game advantage going the way of Gone Fishin. So we'll be up one game in this best of 7 series. But as you may know, the teams, we'll go ahead and just give them a quick introduction, though. We will have the side of Belly Bean Boys of Patty, Trevor, and Bullseye. And then we have Gone Fishin of Frigidity, Bolty, and Antho. All these players are star-studded and ready to go. They've been showing off all night long, and they're ready to show off their skills here in our grand finals matchup as we have Trevor with the pass in the middle of Bullseye. Bullseye trying to get the shot, but an absolutely insane save from Bolty. Again, Bolty, we've seen the defense come out, but coming out of the heavens like an angel. Can't stop that one, though. Patty puts it away.
You know the problem? Bolty wasn't there. He went upfield to try and get this challenge, didn't get Patty or the ball after an awesome save, and then everyone else had to answer for it. So you know what? You take out your best defender, the best player, honestly, on the side of Gone Fishin'. Well, then you got to be able to have the supporting cast answer for it. And, I mean, Patty seems to be taking that leading role for the side of Belly Bean Boys, really standing up. If you give him a free space, he's going to work with it, and he's going to score just like that before more often than not.
And we'll see at least Belly Bean Boys starting off here hot. Against Gone Fishin', they usually had some issues getting their offense going in that first series, but they are able to get it done here like we talked about. Oh, what a bump. Able to off the goal line. Not able to get it. Patty not able to stop it, though. Antho does put it away finally.
I was very surprised that this thing go in on the second man. Great initial bump, and then kind of a light fake out. Patty trying to find it as he recoils out of the net. Bit of a lopsidasical half squishy. It kind of went in from top, came out the bottom backwards. That's like me trying to get out of the parking lot during Christmas rush. So we're now tied up outside of the first minute of play. And of course, this one is a game 1 winner. So it's already sitting for Gone Fishin', but it's Belly Bean Boys that have come to play.
Patty, absolutely insane starting out here in this game. He has 2 goals already, almost 400 points to his name. We're only a minute 15 in. He is definitely trying to make a name for himself here in this grand finals. Absolutely insane shot coming out of him. We are going into the 4th kickoff already of this game 1. Well, technically game 2, I guess. Patty trying to put another shot on net. Almost finds the 50 there afterwards. Not able to get it done. Bolte bombs it downfield. It will be Belly Bean Boys here to take back possession. Coming in here to the corners. Bullseye. Bolte will be there to thwart it. Pushing it out downfield. Trevor does have a misread there. Needs to be a little bit careful. Too kind of off kilter here. Frigidity needed back up. Has the boost. Does find the dunk. Will end up finding a nice little carry here too. Can he get back around it? Flip reset was there, but Bullseye does take it off his topper. Trevor bangs it down to the left side, looking for a teammate. It will be Patty. Patty puts it back down in front, but it is going to go to Antho. Trevor has to stretch for that one. Will end up getting one touch. Bolte trying to find the pressure. Is just bumping out around to people, but looks like it's just going to end up settling down in the corner for now.
It's starting to be very similar to the first game that we saw between these two in the upper semifinal. There was a lot of very quick action happening at the beginning, and then it didn't get a score from Belly Bean Boys. This one in particular has had a lot more high octane styling, I guess, to the backboard in favor of Belly Bean Boys. But as soon as Gone Fishin' locks them in, they don't really panic, but they kind of clamber all over each other. And so far, their defense, they've stood strong, only allowed one through. It's been kind of really tough going, trying to be able to get all the way out, and they do so here, maybe for another offensive run.
See Patty up for this one, almost gets a hold of that one. Bolte with the squishy save, trying to beat Bullseye here on the 1v1. Not able to get around it in time. Bullseye does deal with this well for the time being. Antho coming back around. 50 will end up going the way of Belly Bean Boys, but it is Frigidity to stop that possession right at the midfield. Trevor, not much boost in the tank, is going to get one touch to Patty. Patty not going to be able to beat him to the ball. Frigidity find a bump there. Bullseye in 1v1 again. Bullseye doing great here as third man, as seemed like for at least the last minute or two. Able to find each of these 1v1 victories. Trevor trying to push it down for Belly Bean Boys, and will be Bullseye, has boost. Gonna have to turn around to this one, bangs it over Antho. Bullseye looking for the 50 to the middle. Is it wide open? Possibly. Patty not gonna be able to get there in time. Pass over. Bolte not able to get there in time. Trevor is not gonna be able to get around. Bullseye actually backed off wisely, and it will end up just being possession coming back. Bolte looking for the shot. It's gonna be over. Maybe it will be, and actually Bolte pushes it back out. I'm not really sure how Bolte ended up getting in here, but Bolte somehow kept possession there.
I don't think Bolte knows how Bolte got there. But why not? He'll take what he can. And Frigidity will be in the corner just trying to bait up Trevor, seeing if they get the Belly Bean Boys out of position. Gone Fishin' has been pretty good at it. This is a freebie, but it will actually be found off of the front face of Antho Beast as they double commit. Frigidity trying to climb the ladder, and one thing that may be playing a factor just slightly against Gone Fishin', they've been a little bit cold. Depending on how their warm-ups were going, they allowed Belly Bean Boys to take their hot streak through the lower bracket and continue it and be able to run with all of it, especially in the couple of strikes that we've seen out of Patty. 100 minutes ago, they may be able to assert a little bit more of that dominance here, some extra challenges, but Gone Fishin' is slowly getting their feet underneath them.
Yeah, I think they, like you said, they've been playing just a little bit cold here starting on game 1, but luckily for them, they do have that one game advantage. So at least if there is a game to give up, unfortunately, it would be this one. But we will see. One touch coming downfield. Bullseye has to scurry back to this one. 30 seconds left. Still the pressure is here, though, coming out from the side of Gone Fish, and we'll see if they can get anything done with it. It is back on their side. Patty looking for the dagger, and he will find it. Patty puts it away.
Oh my goodness, 75% from the field, a hat trick. Bullseye says, Patty, you're good to go. Had a light delay, and he just dunks it down. That's the opposite of a Bardowski. That's just a Dunsky. Because they're Dunskies in this, maybe.
That's like a Dundee almost. It's a Dundee award, basically, right?
Yeah, true. I need a Dundee. I need to shine my Dundies. Put them on a better shelf.
Yeah, no kidding. I need to get mine too. I have to put them up behind me. That's what I'm missing out on in my setup, I think. We will have 10 seconds left here in this game 2, technically. Again, there is a game 1 advantage to Gone Fishin'. So we'll see the touch coming out, and that will be all she wrote. And that will be Belly Bean Boys able to tie up the series 1-1.
Well, you know what? There's a reason you have that game 1 primer and buffer if you are from the upper winners final. First off, you don't have to go through the egregious run of trying to be able to make it through lowers. And second, in case you do go cold, well, guess what? You now have a best of 5 available to you. You're no worse off. But I don't know, production-wise, this is faster. I like bracket resets. I like the drama behind them. It just takes a while, you know?
Yeah, bracket resets would be a little bit rough. You haven't been able to eat yet. Why are you praying for bracket resets?
Look, man, no. Let this not be. Okay, no. I love this format. What do you mean? No one ever said anything about this. I don't know what you're talking about. No.
No, but either way, we will be waiting to get into game 2. So we'll be waiting for these players as far as on that portion. We'll get in here. But Patty playing absolutely phenomenal there in the first game, getting 3 goals and 6 shots to the name of Belly Bean Boys. We'll see if they're able to get it done here whenever we get into our game 3. But I don't know. Bolty was definitely the star pupil there for Gone Fishin' throughout pretty much every single series that we've been seeing out of them thus far. I think he's going to have to step it up because Belly Bean Boys is playing hot.
And yeah, if there was anyone that was the point man for the likes of Gone Fishin', elevated their game, was able to open up everything by keeping the goal line sound, and then able to transition into just immaculate conceptions of offense, it was Bolty. And it took him a moment to really get his game going, so maybe that's all it is. Bit of an off step. Trevor and the likes of everyone else from Belly Bean Boys are going to try and play with a little bit of fake pace. Bullseye, he pre-jumps. This will be a bowler. Going to see if he can be able to get a bump. And you already see the prioritization of going for a bump, a bit of a flip reset, and a save as Bullseye. He's going to deflect that one away. The second man, if they did approach, would have been able to have a freebie. And Trevor is all over it so far in this second game. Or third? Yeah, let's call it game 3.
Yeah, game 3. Basically, it's essentially. We haven't had a third game technically.
Quote unquote.
Yes, it would be, yeah, quote unquote. You know, just put that in production. We're good. We're done. We got it done. We got Antho, though, trying to come around this ball. We'll see. Just trying to take a little bit of time here, looking for the pass to Frigidity. Frigidity does get absolutely deleted from the map, though. So, unfortunately, they're not going to be able to get that passing play to come to fruition. Bolty coming out the back corner. Does get the dunk on 1. Will end up getting beat out by Trevor. Antho bombs it downfield. Bolty looking for the redirect. Does get 1 touch. Actually, Patty misses here. No one was really ready for that from the side of Gone Fishin'. So, we will see nothing really happening from that one. But luckily for Patty, he's counting his lucky stars that nothing did happen. We'll see Patty, 1 touch, 50 out to the corner. Trevor trying to come back down top of this one. Will be Antho there to find the win. Bullseye bangs it back downfield. So far, a minute and a half into this game, a little bit slower pace than as far as in the beginning, rather than what game 2 was. Neither team really getting much working on offense so far, Monkey.
And I like to think that this plays a little bit more in favor of Gone Fishin'. They can be a little bit more methodical. They're less under pressure. They're not having to deal with too many demos. And we've seen some transitions upfield. Bolty over the top of 1. He sees Trevor. He has enough boost, but he can't find the right angles. It's put to the opposite side of him. And now it's going to be Patty trying to return the favor. He'll at least get it all the way into a dangerous portion of the box. And at this point, it's maybe not boomer ball, but it's definitely kind of those high spikes in volleyballs, like where everyone's learning the game for the first time. They hit it up to the ceiling. It gets caught in the rafters, and we're just waiting for it to come down. Eventually, someone will strike it on ground. They find pay dirt. They bowl it in. And, you know, the PE class, they go bowling instead.
That is a bullseye, though, bottom right for him. He's able to sneak that right under Bolty. Bolty is a phenomenal goal line defender, but even with all of his skill on the goal line, he's just not barely able to find that one in the one spot that he couldn't get to it. So they will end up seeing Belly Bean Boys leading here with 1-0. Trevor trying to go up early, find another one, not able to get under. Bullseye, touch out here to the sidewall. Bullseye with another double, not going to be able to get back around it. Bolty is going to be able to want to save it. Bolty trying to bang it downfield, doesn't have much boost in the tank. He's just trying to force somebody to come out here from the side of Belly Bean Boys. Frigidity up already for this one. Bombs it downfield, but no one's really there. That's just going to be going straight back over to Belly Bean Boys. So a little bit of back and forth, a little bit of kickball mentality. A little bit like they're at recess here for both teams.
And they're playing pretty well. See, he's going to be the cool kid that's going to have all the Live Strong bracelets, maybe the bit of extra gel in the hair, maybe the puka shell necklace. Who's going to have that pop collar? You know, I want to bring out all the references I can because that's exactly what we all thought the cool kid was looking like. That's a big demo. That's pretty cool. That's Bullseye keeping this one in the corner. That means everyone is slowly circulating all nearby. See how clumped up everyone is for the side of Gone Fishin'. That entire zone was very susceptible to a sudden attack. Now Bullseye playing with his moon shoes as a chance for Trevor to be able to center it up. He wasn't able to make that read in time. This one should be a transition out of space, but Antho has no boost, but he waits for great timing on that touch.
We'll see Bullseye here, the one to pick it up here from the side of Belly Bean Boys, trying to find that shot, not able to get there in time. Frigidity is able to get there and intercept that shot. Patty up, double commit coming out from Belly Bean Boys. Need to be a little bit careful here on the transition. Bullseye puts the shot on net. Bolty able to deal with this one pretty easily. Will end up putting it to the corner. Nice presence of mind though from Bullseye. 0 boost. Able to get in there, and he's just being a nuisance here to the defense of Gone Fishin'. We'll see Patty up already, putting the shot in. Double tap, going back down. Patty not able to get hold of it. Frigidity gets the save. Still a lot of pressure coming out here for Belly Bean Boys. See if he can put another one on. Not able to get it done. And That was open. Bolty just saved that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You know, but a chance as he's still going to go to the top shelf. Bolty says, all right, I will try and give you one more. They're only down by one, but Belly Bean Boys trying to be able to get one more and give themselves a series lead. Just Frigidity, just ice in his veins. That's how cold he is. Be able to get that ball out. It was 95% of the way in. We got to have that magic 100. Bullseye with a backflip. 40 seconds to go, and this has been one of those offenses that just has slow development and may evaporate as quickly as it came to be. Condensation of the overall play. A nice little 360 flip to keep that momentum going, and this again is still momentum push for Belly Bean.
See Patty just trying to keep possession here for Belly Bean Boys, just trying to get all of this time away here for them to secure this game 3. Shot on net might be there. Trevor able to just barely stretch for that one and keep it out of his net. As we do have 10 seconds left, need to try and get something going. And unfortunately, the demo does come out for Belly Bean Boys, and we will have Gone Fishin' down to the last second. Need to do a 0-second drill, see if they can get it done. Antho did get the boost there. Gets one touch. Bolty gonna have to find the touch, and Bolty unprecedentedly missed that ball.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of an undercut of some regular characteristics, and he's just been kind of unable to be to that top tier. It's kind of unfair because we're measuring him at like 1,200 points, 9 saves, a hero. So I get it. That's, you know, you're not always going to be the hero moment every single time, but still, it's something seems to be slightly off, slightly missing. We can still blame it maybe just a little bit of hangover from having to wait just a little bit longer than usual. But even to that degree, that means that game number 3, you got, or rather game number 4, you got to find them in better presence of mind. It is currently a 2-1 series in favor of Belly Bean Boys. With the way this momentum is, they've been able to go into the half of competition and just challenge them so often.
Yeah, Belly Bean Boys, like we talked about it whenever we were watching in that losers finals, they have absolutely stepped it up on all metrics of their gameplay. Before, you know, just a little bit of mechanics here and there, solo plays that was going out against the side of Gone Fishin', and it wasn't enough to answer to him initially. Shot will end up going wide here early on, but Belly Bean Boys, the passes, everything is looking so clean and so crisp right now. We'll see if they're able to keep this aggression going into our game 4 as they're up 2-1 in the series. Patty trying to find the flick here early on. Does get beat out by Bolty. Bullseye trying to get up under him. Will end up fitting it high to the sky. We'll see Patty coming down. Will end up just barely missing this one. Trevor trying to put out the back wall. Frigidity in a little bit of an awkward position, but will end up finding the dribble. Nice 50 there, but Bullseye will get downfield. Demo not quite there for him either. Antho just trying to carry this one across field, and we will just have a little bit of stalemate for the first part of this minute of the game.
You got to be really careful about how they're isolating their defensive man for the side of Gone Fishin', because they're just kind of giving away both sides, just taking pot shots. Bullseye, he's looking for another double. Oh, this is dealer's choice. He goes straight. They forced the goalie to make a choice because that one was going to be a speed ball no matter what. Could have been off angle. He just keeps it going down main lane boulevard.
Yeah, you talk about the pass, an absolutely phenomenal pass, but also just great positioning from Trevor. He didn't have much boost. He put a lot of faith into his teammate. You can just see that there's just so much trust in one another here coming out from Belly Bean Boys. He was ready for that one to receive, and they're able to capitalize and get themselves an early goal, at least here in our game 4. Ooh, almost finds another one there. Trevor feeling feisty here, playing fast. Trevor puts another shot on. Frigidity is going to be able to stop this one. Bump does come out. Bullseye puts it up high off the backboard. Very awkward here. It is going to be Bolty almost own goaling, but at least he does keep it out of his side for now. Trevor coming up here again. 0 boost. Has to play the fake. Very awkward here for the D line coming out from Gone Fishin', but at least there is a demo that comes out for them. So it looks like Belly Bean Boys will end up having to come back to their side. Both players mixed up a little bit here in the corner, but they do end up getting back here. Gone Fishin' just playing a little bit too far back in these situations, just giving up their possession. As Patty, not going to be able to find that one. Antho does take possession back.
Oh, but what a flick! Oh, just a better read so far. Belly Bean Boys, you're talking about we're seeing Gone Fishin' playing back. They don't feel too confident about sending the second man a very acute level kind of rotations and passing. If you get up on your first man's exhaust pipe, you've opened up a gap between where you front 2 are and the third available, and then that isolates where they are, and they've seen how terrible that's been working against their own defense. But still, they've only suffered 1 goal behind for the past couple of games. This shot is on target, forces Bullseye at least to jump, and they will have a second waiting in the wings. You see Bolty hanging out at the midfield, seems to be able to grab this off the wall. It is now to the skies. Trevor's there a little bit late, but still, everyone pressed back, and you get a repositioning of the entirety of Belly Bean Boys more offensively minded. Strike will come on. Actually, it's gonna be a feed. Great read. It's a bouncer. Those are tough. And Trevor, he's tough as nails. 2 at 222.
And unfortunately, it will be Antho sitting on the back wall there. He thought Frigidity had his low ground. Frigidity does come out to it. Antho just not quite able to find the read that he wanted, and Trevor able to sink the second one here, as we do have 2-2, 2-2 on the score line. But unfortunately, 0 on the other side. So they just didn't quite make it for us there, Monkey. We don't have the full 2s that we were shooting for. Will be Bullseye up for this one here early off the sidewall. Patty able to follow it up. Trevor trying to get this one back downfield. A little bit of a double commit coming out there from Belly Bean Boy, so we won't be able to follow up much here offensively. Frigidity coming back down under this one, looking for a little bit of a mind game play. Flip reset is there. Does get one dunk. Gets the boost as well. Great play for him so far. Able to open up a little bit of room. Patty slicing and dicing, looking for the dribble. Not able to get it past Bolty, but Trevor, can you follow him up? Trying to come out the back wall. Doesn't find the flip reset. Not able to get it done. And will be Bullseye here to take possession back. Coming out for the defense on Belly Bean Boys.
He is just unobstructed on this aerial carry. He went from one side of the corner to the next, all the way to the midfield line before anyone was able to even catch up to him. Bullseye filled with extra canisters. Pretty sure he found that DLC boost. Oh my goodness! And able to bury on the opposite corner. Run me through this one, Ivory. This one was beautiful.
Yeah, you'll just see a lot of pressure coming out again. As far as from the side of Belly Bean Boys, able to air dribble this one through from Bullseye and just sink that one home. The defense just not quite there, not like it was in the last series for Gone Fishin'. They're just having a lot of issues being able to keep the aggression away for Belly Bean Boys. As we were talking about before, is just that every single time they seem to have the answer. They have the 50s, they have the passes, and it's very hard to defend that when everything's coming at you from all angles. Frigidity trying to find one shot on net, will be on target, but is Trevor to easily save that one. Not too much mustard on that hot dog. We'll see Bolty trying to push it out to the side. Gonna be able to let his teammate take possession. Patty pushing forward. We'll see if he can get one on this. He will end up just buying a little bit of time here for his defense to get back. Demo does come out. Bullseye, maybe an open opportunity. Just barely gets back in time for Frigidity, though. And we will see the corner possession just trying to come out here as we get to a minute left in this game. And they're going to have a long road ahead of them if they do end up dropping this game for Gone Fishin', as it will be match point for Belly Bean Boys here, Monkey.
It was a advantage that was swallowed up, spat out, and made fun of by Belly Bean Boys. They're like, okay, sure, you have the game one winner's advantage. We played you before, and we know how to score. Patty gets that 4 on the board, and this is any more that you could ever want out of Belly Bean Boys. Just unable to get the lion's share of touch on the back of that ball. He kind of goes from the outside angle, see if he can win a challenge, maybe for a 50 the other way. Instead, it just makes him pay. 32 seconds to go, and this one is all but written.
Yeah, this is 30 seconds left in this game. There's not much else that I think that the side of our boys in orange are going to be able to do here. They're just going to have to really start thinking about how to get themselves back into the series. They dropped 3 straight here. They had the 1 game advantage from coming from the winner's side in the grand finals, but they're just having some issues right now being able to get themselves into the series. As we were kind of talking about, maybe it's just being a little bit cold, but I don't know. Maybe it's just Belly Beans. They're just, they're warmed up. Maybe that's the case, but either way, they definitely need to get to the drawing board and figure something out, because this defensive play that they have working right now is just not finding them enough offensive pressure so far.
I want to think that last play was just Belly Bean Boys letting that try to hit the ground. But where in the world was that kind of dribbling from Frigidity from the remainder of that entire game? That was stellar. That was smooth. That was spectacular. But it ultimately became exactly what is still on the scoreboard, which is nothing. 2 shots to 9, more than, I guess, what, 4.5 times? Is that fast math for us? For Belly Bean Boys, putting the hurt on. They have gotten 3 in a row, which usually in any other instance we'd be done and done. But this is a best of 7 with the game 1 winner's advantage, which means there's at least 1 on the board for Gone Fishin'. They now have to gentleman's reverse sweep to be able to take the night. And at this point in time, the fight has rested very squarely in advantage for the Belly Bean Boys.
Yeah, just so much offensive pressure coming out. And just like you said, 2 shots. That's all they were allowed to even get. And really, there wasn't even much quality coming out from those shots coming out from Gone Fishin'. They just are not able to find the looks that they're really wanting to shoot for. Belly Bean Boys are just all over them. Any single time that they're coming up for the ball, Belly Bean Boys just seems like they have an answer for everything. They're finding the 50s. They're finding those passing plays. The defensive side, they take the possession. They take their time. And really, they're just biding their time until they take this grand finals. Unless Gone Fishin' can do something here in maybe our last game. We are match point here in game 5. Bullseye pushes it downfield here to start out. Bolty trying to come around the corner, looking for the flick. Does beat one, but it will be Trevor that backed it up. Patty up already. Bridget did get up there quickly, though, able to find the beat. Bullseye going to beat out Antho. Antho does back down and does realize he was not going to be able to get that ball in time. Bolty looking for the air drag. Does get it past one from Patty. Shot on net. Going to be possibly there. Bullseye with a goal line save. Can they follow it up? Antho Beast does get stopped as well. Absolutely crazy saves coming out from the side of Belly Bean Boys, and they keep the one out of their net, Monkey.
Oh, and a little bit of a beat. Trevor trying to be able to get there in time, and just like you said, they really haven't allowed anything through their net in dramatic fashion. It has got to be something that does get scored and through. Maybe a little bit of style, a little bit of chance. Bolty with the chance. That's a great shot. And it was going to be Anthony, who's facing the opposite direction. Still wins the 50 as he comes back into the play. He's not going to have any extra boost. He's looking for someone to bump. Great challenge as Frigidity just comes around from the top level. Bolty falls off the wall. He had plenty of boost to be able to go up and get that challenge. He didn't realize how far that possession would rock. That one will roll. That one's gonna be a bowl, and everyone just sumo wrestling outside the opposite end of the stripes. We're still scoreless outside the first minute of play here in game 6, 5, 6.
12, 14, whatever the number is. We played a lot of Rocket League. It's all been great Rocket League at least, so that's the nice thing about it. But we will see our boys in orange just trying to get something going. Patty does end up getting the save here, but just a little bit defeating there. They're at least finding some offense, but even with the looks, whenever they just seemed they had Belly Button Boys down to dead to rights, Patty puts it away too.
Man, how many times have we seen this just come about? Bolty just unable to escape. They've locked him down. Bullseye, you called him a nuisance. That is probably one of the best compliments that any overly aggressive style Rocket League player can receive, because that means that you are just tilting the other squad. You're making them mad. You're in their face and you're denying them anything. And Trevor has been pretty efficient at doing something similar, just able to win a 50 from kickoff with no boost, and that's kind of a definition of the squad. He's going to be at the near side post all alone as Frigidity will grab some boost. It goes into an archway. It's going to be Bolty climbing the ladder, but the ladder had a few extra rungs and he couldn't get there in time.
We'll see the 50 coming down here from Bullseye. Oh, Patty almost got there in time. Just barely the bump that came out from the defense of Gone Fishin'. Able to keep him away for the time being as we're getting down to about 2:45. Just getting back to the mid-mark. Patty, what are you doing, you madman?
I love seeing this. Oh, man. Belly Bean Boys are on a tear, and he can just beat out anyone trying to go for a touch. This defense has been swarmed and just harmed. They have been oppressed by the likes of Belly Bean Boys, who are just on a mission. They may have dropped 3-2. They had a long OT against Gone Fishin', but they are here to make a mark, and they're here to make a statement going through this grand final. It is a 3-1 advantage in the series, and it's a 2-0, about to be 3. And guess what? Tip your hat. That's a hat trick.
Yeah, Patty just playing lights out. We talked about it the last time that he wasn't really showing up in their last series, but this series he has gotten a heck of a lot of goals, and he has been the receiving end of all of these passing plays. And, you know, credit to Patty for being able to put away every single one of these balls, but it's been Trevor and Bullseye both with phenomenal passing every single time, putting a dime right onto his nose so he can get such powerful shots on net. And we just see him able to do that, getting the double taps off the backboard. But Patty, he's showing up. Patty shot on net, going to be stopped out here from Antho. Was just trying to put away the game there, just not quite able to find it. Very awkward here. Patty trying to get it through. Didn't end up eating his Wheaties apparently this morning, so he couldn't end up getting it past him. So we'll see Bolty coming out the back wall. Antho is going to go for him first. Trevor going under. Nice fake. Oh, Frigidity able to stop him right there at the goal line. Antho pushing up to Frigidity. But 2 minutes, just a little under remaining. Patty does find the 50. We do need to see something coming out from Gone Fishin' because they have been quiet all series, Monkey.
I'm pretty sure that the anchor is in the water and that their fishermen's knots are still tied. They've not left the harbor at all. They've been able to just kind of go and look at the Weather Channel just like my grandpa did before he would go fishing, but hasn't been able to really make their own plans. Pass play. Look at this containment. How many times have they kind of faked out and maintained just keeping all players of Gone Fishin' inside the box? This is one of the few times they will escape, can't get a demo play to save their lives and maybe to save their tournament lives at that. 65 seconds will be coming up, and Belly Bean Boys seem primed to be able to take it. They went through the lowers. They took out some other competition, and though they were Gone Fishin', this one is all but written. Under a minute, you got to have a miracle at this point.
Yeah, so you have 50 seconds left. You need to start getting something done offensively. And we've just kind of seen it time and time again. These teams who are behind, it feels like they just try and sit there trying to make the game not look worse, and they don't go for the offensive plays. But maybe that's not the case for our boys in orange. Antheo able to put this one away, and maybe they have a chance here, Monkey.
That was one of the few rare misses by Bullseye, who's been so sure-handed defensively to be able to get at least something on the board, or at least to be able to get a touch on. But a bit of a very quick bounce off of his own backboard. It leaves us with a chance, and that's about all you need if you are the Gone Fishin'. And Bolty just couldn't be able to get a piece of it. 30 seconds left, half minute, and now less. They've got to get 2 more in a hurry.
Yeah, we do have 30 seconds. Bolty just trying to keep the possession here at the midfield. Does a decent job at Patty. He might be able to find the beat on him, and he does end up getting it. Just burning away so much of the clock. This candle is coming to an end. They need to try and get something going here. Bullseye just absolutely thwarting all the aggression coming out that they are even trying to muster up. And this is gonna be all she wrote. That will be all it is. The grand finals and the tournament win is gonna be going to the side of Belly Bean Boys.
What a display of dominance, and what a way to rock your way into and out of the grand final. They take 4 in a row. That game 1 winner advantage didn't even matter to them. And you know what? Player of the series, it's an overall 100% participation, but Patty really able to put away what was set up for him. You got to have a player that will be able to really kind of set the tone, set the bar, and finish, and that's something that they had. I loved everything set up by Bullseye. He was kind of that dark horse, that workhorse that were able to make everything happen. But the squad that came out on a mission to put away their past demons, they took down Gone Fishin', but a lot of credit to Gone Fishin'. I'm gonna miss Bolty maybe into like another tournament, but they did a job well done to them as well, making it to this point.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic tournament, and especially great job from all teams in the first place. But we do see Belly Bean Boys able to squeak it out there. They were playing phenomenally. Patty 100% deserves that MVP. And once more, guys, thank you so much for being a part of the overall tournament here with us at Distinct Esports. Make sure to join the Discord, be a part if you want to be in the tournaments here. There will be definitely many more in the future. And make sure to show some love to our partners. We have Fuds Coaching, Octane Scrims, Frost Esports, and then Team Frontline. If you wanted to say a little bit more about your own there, I'm not quite sure there, Monkey. I believe you're the one who runs that, right?
Yeah, we actually run draft leagues where you can come in at any rank, and we have divided by different divisions, and you can actually do competitions for leagues just like this. So it's not exactly tournaments all the time, but it's more of seasonal leagues. So if you wanted to do that, hit me up in the DMs or just go to Team Frontline. Some information is also in the Distinct Discord. So why not go check these guys out, build their community, as well as share some with ours.
Yeah, definitely. And guys, make sure to show them the love, because without all of the partners, and also obviously without Distinct Esports, is that none of this would be possible. So it's glad to be able to have us a part of it, even as casters. Me and Monkey definitely appreciate it. And we will see you at the next tournament, though, as far as on that portion. So make sure to get signed up for it. And again, for my casting, I'm IvoryTV. You can always feel free to check me out on my channel on Twitch. Literally the same thing. And Monkey, how about your socials?
I mean, I'm somewhere out there. It's either Hail_MonkeyMan or HailMonkeyMan itself, but you can just find me anywhere that this guy's probably gonna be. I'm gonna follow after him. Ivory seems like a really cool dude, you know.
You're mistaken, but I appreciate it. But that will be all for our overall stream, guys. We do appreciate everybody stopping in. Make sure to follow the channel as well so you can see when the next tournament does go live. We'll be just going to do a quick intermission, probably rating one other streamer, so make sure to show them the love along the way. But I hope everyone has a fantastic rest of your weekend. Thank you for tuning in.